Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about single phase induction motor. In that we will discuss different type of single phase AC motor, single phase AC machines. Up till now we have discussed about three phase induction motors. In this chapter we will discuss operating principle, working types and application of some single phase motors like single phase induction motors. There are different types of single phase induction motors: repulsion type, series motor, universal motor and hysteresis motor. Single phase induction motors. We have discussed the principle of DC motors and their applications earlier, but in practice single phase AC supply is used. As we have discussed DC motors, but mostly usable motors are AC motors because in everywhere AC supply is there. Hence it is more convenient to use single phase AC motor instead of DC motor. Therefore practically the single phase induction motors are being used in many applications. Then we will discuss construction part of single phase induction motor. In that, windings. A single phase induction motor has two main parts, namely stator and rotor. As you know, the stator is a stationary winding and rotor is one winding which is rotating. Rotor is rotating and the winding is placed on that rotor. The stator winding is connected across single phase AC supply. AC supply produces a rotating magnetic field in the air gap between stator and rotor. स्टेटर अँड रोटरचा जो एअर गॅप असतो, जो मिनिमम ठेवलेला असतो, त्यामध्ये रोटेटिंग मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड क्रिएट होतं. द फील्ड रोटेट ॲट अ सिंक्रोनस स्पीड and it is denoted by ns. It is mathematically expressed as ns is equals to 120 f upon p. F is the frequency and p is the number of poles. Induction motor actually rotate at a speed which is slightly less than synchronous speed. Then construction of single phase induction motor is, rotor is said to be squirrel cage type, as the construction of rotor appears to be like a squirrel cage as its name suggests. We can see in diagram the construction of squirrel cage. Copper bars are placed and end rings are provided to short circuit the rotors to complete the circuit, and copper or aluminum bars are placed. Figure shows rotor consists of copper or aluminum bars which are permanently short circuited at both the ends using conducting rings called end ring. Then principle of operation. Principle of operation of AC motor. AC single phase motor. When single phase AC supply is connected to stator winding, this force an alternating current through the stator winding, and this current produces alternating flux in the air gap between stator and rotor. AC fluxes passes over stationary rotor conductors and induce an EMF into it due to transformer action. Due to this induced voltage, a current starts flowing through the rotor conductors. This current will then produce its own flux called the rotor flux. Main flux produced by stator winding interacts with the rotor flux to produce a torque which will make the rotor to rotate same direction as that of rotating magnetic field. Rotor flux gets produced due to the principle of induction, hence the name of the motor is induction motor. It is important to note that single phase induction motor are not self-starting like the DC motor. In order to make induction motor self-starting, we need to produce rotating magnetic field, and for that we use starting winding, and in order to do that there should be at least two magnetic field which satisfy the following conditions. For the production of torque in the motor, there must be two magnetic field. Two magnetic flux should be shifted by 90 degree with respect to each other once. If one flux is horizontal, then another should be vertical. This is the requirement for the torque production. Also the two magnetic fluxes should be in time quadrature. If fluxes are represented by phasors, then there should be 90-degree phase shift between them. For the production of rotating magnetic field, there is a requirement of phase displacements. Due to that, in single phase induction motor, we generally use two types of winding. Stator winding means stator winding मध्ये main and starting winding. Main winding is remains in motor and starting winding is used for the starting of the machine, because our single phase induction motor is not self starting motor. Let's study the principle or double field revolving theory. Here is the double field revolving theory. Let us apply this theory to single phase induction motor. Assume that stator winding produces an alternating flux with the peak value of say phi m. Then, as per the revolving field theory, we can resolve this flux into two revolving flux components. One of them will rotate in the clockwise direction and another will rotate in the anticlockwise direction. Both these components are of magnitude phi m by 2 as shown in figure. Resultant of these two components will be resultant of stator flux at any given instant of time, and the continuous rotation of the two components will result in the original stator flux. Why not self-starting? Because both revolving flux components will cut the armature conductors and induces EMF in them. Rotor currents induced due to these components will circulate in rotor in opposite direction to each other. Hence, rotor flux corresponding to both the revolving components will be produced. Torque produced due to interaction of main flux of these two flux components will be opposite in direction to each other. Due to the production of torque in opposite direction, there is not self-startation. Hence, the net torque exerted on the rotor will be zero at the time of starting of the motor. Therefore, the single-phase AC motors are not self-starting motors. How to make it self-starting? In order to make single-phase motor self-starting, it is necessary to modify its construction. The used two windings are provided instead of one that carry current displaced by 90 degree with respect to each other. Again, here the torque speed characteristics of single phase induction motor. It shows that torques produced by two oppositely rotating flux components are exactly opposite to each other. Figure shows that the current torque is equal at 0, n is equal to 0, and at the time of starting, hence the induction motor is not self-starting. But if we rotate the if you rotate the rotor in any direction by some external means, then the motor will start rotating in that direction. But practically it is not possible to rotate the motor by giving the initial thrust. Therefore, it is necessary to modify the construction of a single phase induction motor in order to make them self-starting. Again, our next point is split phasing of principle of starting. How we split the phase of the machine. In order to make the single phase motor self-starting, two windings are provided instead of one. Axes of stator winding are displaced by 90 degree electrical. Winding currents are 90 degree phase shifted with respect to each other. The two windings produce a rotating magnetic field in the air gap between stator and rotor. This rotating field will then make the rotor to rotate in the same direction as per the principle of induction. Thus, the split phasing principle makes the single phase induction motor self-starting. Currents flowing through the two windings should be appropriately phase shifted in order to produce the rotating magnetic field. You can see here the main winding, auxiliary or starting winding, and squirrel cage rotors. Types of single phase induction motor. Induction motor has 4 types according to the starting method. There are various methods used for obtaining these phase shift currents: resistance split phase motor, capacitor split phase motor. Practically, some modifications are made in order to make the resultant stator flux become rotating type instead of being an alternating one. Because the torque produced by rotating field is unidirectional one, this torque cannot make the motor self-starting. Here we use some methods. With the use of these methods, a single phase induction motor can be rotate or become starting. Then based on these techniques, the single phase induction motor are classified as split phase induction motor, capacitor start induction motor, capacitor start capacitor run induction motor, shaded pole induction motor. These are the 4 types of single phase induction motor. Then our first motor is split phase induction motor. Here you can see the split phase type induction motor and the circuit diagram of that. Construction shows that 2 windings and single phase supply is given to the main winding and auxiliary winding is placed, and a centrifugal switch is provided. Motor consists of 2 windings, namely main winding and auxiliary winding. Main winding is highly inductive in nature, whereas auxiliary winding is resistive. Then current flowing through the main winding is I1, which is lag behind the voltage V, because the nature of main winding is highly inductive. Due to this, the current flowing through the starting winding is almost in phase with the supply voltage, as this winding is resistive. Fluxes produced by these currents will be placed at about 90 degrees with respect to each other, and the resultant of this flux will be a rotating magnetic field. Due to rotating magnetic field, a non-zero starting torque acting in one direction will be produced. The centrifugal switch is connected in series with the starting winding, gets automatically opened when the motor reaches 70 to 80% of synchronous speed. After that, the motor rotates only on the main winding. Thus, under the running condition, auxiliary winding remains out of the circuit and the main winding is there. Direction of rotation of split phase motor can be reversed by reversing the terminals either of main winding or starting winding. If we need to change the direction of the motor, we can simply change the terminals of starting winding or auxiliary winding. Direction of rotation changes due to the reversal in direction of rotating magnetic field. Here the phasor diagram is there. Phasor diagram shows that V is the supply voltage and it is treated as a reference. Main winding is inductive. Due to that, the current flowing through the main winding lags behind the supply voltage. Current through the starting winding is I1. Current through the starting winding I1 is almost in phase with the supply voltage because this winding is resistive. Phase difference between I1 and I2 is so large, that means there will be large phase difference between fluxes produced by these windings. These two fluxes add and subtract to produce a resultant flux, which is rotating magnetic field. Again, here are the torque speed characteristics of here are these torque speed characteristics of motor split phase motor. Torque speed characteristics of split phase induction motor is starting torque of split phase induction motor is poor, about 1.25 to 1.5 times the full load torque. Centrifugal switch opens at a speed n is equals to n0, and for speed above this, motor operates at only on the main winding. The starting torque is proportional to the alpha. Alpha is the angle between the I1 and I2. Here are some applications of split phase induction motor. We can use split phase induction motor in fans and blowers, washing machines and centrifugal pumps. As the starting torque of this motor is low, we can use it for low wattage applications, washing machines, centrifugal pumps, fans and blowers.